Hello and welcome to Help My Daughter Loves Horses. I'm Allie and I'm here to help you enjoy horses in a fun, safe way. So today, thanks to a question from one of my visitors, Courtney, I wanted to talk about what to wear to an English show. Now what you wear depends a lot on what level you're showing and what kind of show you're doing. So let's start with the basics, dressage. Here you see a really nice formal dressage rider. She is wearing a formal top hat, a coat, breeches, and tall boots. The running joke is in dressage you can wear a coat of any color so long as it's black, and breeches of any color so long as they're white. At lower levels you can get away with wearing tan or gray breeches and perhaps a navy or black pinstripe coat. And you don't necessarily need the tails that are on this coat. Also, rather than a top hat, most lower level shows will require wearing a helmet instead, and this helmet is oftentimes a black or velvet covered helmet. So if we see me here doing dressage, you'll notice I'm not so formal. My coat does not have tails. In fact, it's actually navy. I have a helmet instead of a top hat, and my breeches are tan instead of white. You'll notice I do have gloves. I do recommend gloves. They help a lot. They protect your hands, and also they make your hands look less distracting. Also, I always carry a dressage whip and highly recommend learning to ride with a dressage whip. It greatly helps your ability to talk to your horse and give very precise aids. Also, you'll know I'm wearing black gloves, or if you notice the formal dressage rider was wearing white gloves. I'm allowed to wear black gloves at lower levels. As you get higher up, you will need to wear white gloves, but that's not a problem for beginner riders. Now here you can see close up, you can see my helmet actually just has a black cover. The helmet itself is not black, so I get it just satin cover to make it look more formal. You can also get velvet covers, or you can buy a helmet that has a proper velvet finish to it. Also here you can see I'm wearing a white shirt underneath my jacket. This is a requirement. And you're also required to have a shirt with sleeves. If they waive coats, you'll be required to have a shirt usually with long sleeves. They never allow tank tops. And this is a button-up shirt. And there's also something called a rat catcher that is a piece of cloth that goes around the neck. You can also wear a stock tie, which is this mass of cloth that ties around your throat. Is a pain to have to work with, so I recommend sticking with the rat catchers. Just to review, these are half chaps. They're never, ever, ever allowed in English shows. Always you wear tall boots. You'll notice all of the previous pictures, we were wearing tall boots, not half chaps, not paddock boots, and not full chaps. So let's go on to stadium jumping. You'll notice that what I'm wearing in stadium jumping is a lot like what I was wearing in dressage, and that's because these actually are very, very similar attires that are required. You usually get a little bit bigger of array of colors that you're allowed to wear in stadium. You can wear navy oftentimes, sometimes even dark breeches. At the higher levels, oftentimes it's very similar to the formality of dressage, although you never jump in tails. Usually it's always just a normal dress coat. And here you can also see the rat catcher better, how it's just a piece of cloth that goes around the neck, usually with a pin to fasten it and keep it attached to the shirt. Alright, so on to cross country, which of course is my personal favorite. You'll notice that there's none of the formality that gets stuck with the other types of showing. Here I get to wear lots of color. I've got a bright blue helmet cover on. That's because Noah in my color is blue. Oftentimes I will have his blue bell boots and blue splint boots as well, and sometimes even go for the blue saddle pad, which can be a little much. But all you're required for cross country is to wear a protective vest, a shirt with sleeves, breeches, and tall boots, and of course your helmet. But that can all be any color you want. You can ride in any color breeches, any color shirt, any color vest, does not matter. Now I would also very much recommend for cross country wearing a shirt with a collar to keep you from getting rubbed by your vest. They can definitely come up against the neck and rub against the neck, so you want to have a shirt with a collar to protect against that. Also, gloves are a very good thing to have when riding cross country, since your horse can get a little more excited than normal and can rub on your hands while you're trying to control him. Western, of course, is completely different than English in terms of the riding attire that you wear, the clothes. It's not my specialty, so definitely something that I'll have to learn more about as I go. Oftentimes chaps are allowed in Western. Usually there's not helmets worn for the flat work, but there's all sorts of variation just like there is in English. So thanks so much for stopping by, and please, please post questions if you have them. Thanks again. Thanks for watching this video. Help My Daughter Loves Horses. Check out our website for more.